It's that time of the year again, the winter arc. I used to hate it, but lately, I'm starting to love it. The dark days used to drain me. No energy, no focus, just emptiness. But last year, I started my winter arc, and everything shifted. I learned how to use this season to reset, refocus, and really prepare for what's ahead. And this year, oh boy, this year, it's time to rumble. So it's the time of the year again, and guys, I can't believe that we are heading towards the end of 2025. I'm so happy, but at the same time, I'm also a little bit sad because time flies. I feel like the year started January, February, March, April, June, July, August, September, October, bum, and then we're done. So yeah, here we are. Welcome. My name is Bettien. I make videos about personal development, lifestyle, and faith. And if you like that, you know what to do. Anyways, the winter arc. What is it? What is the winter arc?
The winter arc. It's day one. This is your fourth quarter. Everything that happened prior to this,
throw that shit out the window.
Winter Arc is a viral TikTok challenge that runs from October the 1st to January the 1st, motivating individuals to use the colder, darker months to focus on self-improvement before the new year. Instead of waiting for January the 1st to set resolutions, participants start now, building habits, setting goals, and laying foundations so they don't start the year from scratch. The trend emphasizes discipline, consistency, and personal growth, making it a proactive approach to the end of the year. Influencers like Carly Upgraded make this term popular, framing it as a personal journey of transformation during the winter months. The concept draws inspiration from the idea of a character arc, where individuals commit to daily habits and routines that align with their personal goals. So for me as a believer, personally, the winter arc resonates to Noach arc because it's a season where you prepare and you build before challenges arise. It's about laying a groundwork and trusting that the effort will carry you through the storms ahead. And in this case, the storms ahead, I mean the winter months or the days, the months that are coming. So what I love about this season is that it gives us the opportunity to refocus and to reset, to figure out what we want, what is important to us, and how we are gonna implement that in our lives as a new habit to form a new lifestyle. So for me personally, I have always been struggling as a young kid with seasonal depression. The winter months, the dark days, the days are getting shorter, and I have learned and wired myself to always prepare myself for this season so that my body can adjust and, prepare itself for the tough months that are coming. I've been doing this for a few years now, not necessarily the winter arc, but preparing myself for the winter months as I am someone who is struggling. I've been doing this for a few years now, and to be honest, guys, it helps. It helps to take care of your body and prepare yourself so that your body can adjust. Anyways, let's start with the methods I use to refocus and to keep my focus. Let's go. So you are going to see a lot of videos about the winter arc, and I think you're gonna see a lot of things that people will say you have to do to make it feel fulfilling or to make it work. But let me share with you the 3 things that I've learned last year. 1, you don't need to be perfect. 2, it's a journey, not a race. And 3, it's you building a lifestyle. It's not just momentum. Keep those things in your head because that's gonna help you push yourself through sometimes the challenges that you are gonna face. Also know that what works for me doesn't necessarily has to work for you. And that's why I feel like the winter arc is something personal. Take the time to think about what you want to learn in this season. Today I want to talk about the 4 pillars. And this is a method that I've been using, and I think it will help you to find clarity, direction, peace, and focus. If I'm talking about pillars, I'm talking about foundations that you're gonna set for yourself, which give you a good overview. And instead of everything feeling overwhelming, it will give you a guidance through what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you're gonna manage it. For example, I've been choosing 4 pillars, and those 4 pillars are themes that I'm focusing on for the next 90 days. But of course, there are more pillars that you can choose from. For example, 1, mental health. Focus on self-reflection or therapy. Career, building skills or advancing in your job. Exercise, sports, gym or other body movement. Finance, budgeting or saving. Learning, reading or online courses. Nutrition, what is my food intake? Does it reflect healthy lifestyle? Mindfulness, meditation, spirituality, journaling or slowing down. Environment, decluttering or creating a peaceful space. Relationships, nurturing meaningful connections. Personal growth, tackling limiting beliefs or fears. Sorry for the lightning, by the way. I'm shooting with natural light and it can be really tough sometimes. But we don't care, we're still gonna do this. So after me sharing those 10 pillars, of course you don't need to pick all 10 because that will be too much, way too much. I would suggest choose only 2 or maximum of 4 pillars. And within those pillars, you're gonna set 1 till a maximum of 3 sub-goals. As you can see, I have an example here. And this is where I'm gonna focus on. The most important thing is that you're setting small sub-goals. And the reason why you have to set small sub-goals, because in that way you start with baby steps. And because you have different pillars, hopefully connecting with each other, this will set the tone and direction where you're focusing on. But also it's easier for you to track your process and to see that you are going forward, as it is not something big, but something doable in small steps. I don't believe in big goals and reaching big things all at once. I believe in starting very small. And if you get used to starting to focus on building new habits, but they are small, at the end of the day, within weeks, within months, you will see a bigger picture. And all this started with something small. And I believe that's how you build healthy and doable goals for yourself, especially if it's something new and you want to focus and get clarity. And if you're like, I don't know what kind of pillar I have to choose, I don't know what goals I have to set, I just want to challenge you to ask yourself, what area of my life right now needs the most attention? Ask yourself that. But also ask yourself, what will give me energy and focus for the next 3 months? And this answer is going to help you to eventually pick the pillars you want to focus on during the winter arc. For me, the pillars that I'm focusing on this winter arc are exercise, spirituality, time management / social interactions, and nutrition. So I would highly recommend to choose pillars that are in a certain way connected with each other. But also while I'm choosing these goals, I'm asking myself, why am I choosing these goals? Why do I want to focus on this? But also, how will I feel if I focus on this and I see progress? What will be the benefit in the long run? So, for example, exercise is for me my morning boost. It helps me to feel sharp, energized, and in a better mood, especially for someone with ADD. If it comes to spirituality, I feel the most grounded through prayer and Bible reading. I feel at peace and fulfilled. Nutrition is a form of self-love for me. Focusing on mostly plant-based and whole foods really help me reduce my mood swings, and I normally feel so much better if I take it serious. But that's something I still sometimes have to work on. If it comes to time management and relationships, it's for me being intentional about my time and how I spend it. So also cutting screen time, but also thinking about interactions that I have with people. Who am I going to see? Can I bring energy to them? Are they gonna bring energy to me? Or are these the friends who are not pulling me out of my focus? And the reason why I say that is because a few years ago I had different types of friends, and sometimes when I wanted to start a winter arc, or if I wanted to start to, adjust my life in a certain way, I couldn't see certain friends simply because I knew they will pull me out of my focus, right? They wouldn't respect the boundaries. Luckily now I have a lot of healthy people around me, but that's something that I'm really conscious about if it comes to the winter arc. last year I took the winter arc to an extreme. I had no social events, I didn't see or meet friends, I only went to work and then I came back. I was very strict on my diet and really focused on my craft and my work outside of my work, right? That was nice to experience, but I learned a lot. Although it helped me to achieve a lot, it also has a other side. I was really feeling isolated, and I was isolating because I was doing things which makes you feel isolated, which made it harder for me to connect with people again. So that was a big challenge, especially for an introvert like me. What I'm learning now is to balance focus with connection. And if I can find that sweet spot, that will be perfect. The key thing to remember is make those pillars connected with each other. But also, you don't have to be perfect, and it's a journey, not a race. By focusing on those pillars thoughtfully, you are creating structure for yourself and clarity. And I feel like that's the most important thing if it comes to the winter arc, because you need focus, you need clarity. There's a lot of things going on already if it comes to the last 3 months of the year, right? So while you're diving into the winter arc, make sure that you do something that you really want to do so that you can have your focus. But also I want you to know that you can start after the 1st of October. Ideally start before, of course, the ending of the year, because the whole winter arc was introduced as you being already on track when the end of the year approached, right? Instead of people starting 1st of January, we are there already. We are having our pillars and our sub goals set already. So we are in our progress of transformation already. So if you start later than the 1st of October, it's okay. If you start at the end of October, it's okay. Make sure that you have structure for yourself, clarity, and your pillars set up. And once again, remember, it's not about perfection, it's about growing, it's about progress. Learning and slowly transforming in a more healthier, balanced, fulfilled version of yourself. And don't forget, one step, yes, one step at a time. See you in the next one. Mwah!